Thank you so much, Dee. So I'm dressed for the season. We were just talking about, we're not sure if you should dress for summer or fall yet, but you know what? It's always in season, theater. And many local theater seasons launch in the fall, but many are still going strong from the summer. And now is a great time to explore what's happening on our local stages. PeakRadar.com has a new guide to local theater, and here to tell us more is our friend Angela Seals. So thank you so much for joining me.
Of course, we love to put new things on your radar in the arts community.
Exactly. So why should local theater be on our radar this month?
Well, this is a great time to tap in and realize how much is here. Our theater guide has 30 theater companies all over the Pikes Peak region. And at this point in the year, the summer seasons are finishing up, the fall seasons are starting, so there's a lot of different productions that you can go see for all audiences and all kinds of content too.
All right, so what kind of theater are we expecting? Is it all drama? Is it comedy? Is it interactive? What are we looking at?
Right, well, of course I'm going to tell you, it's so diverse.
Yeah, probably.
We have really had growth here in our arts community in some cutting edge theater for adults that are doing some new work that's very exciting to see, like Counterweight Theater Lab, Theater to Art. Our two biggest theater companies are Theater Works and the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Center Theater Company. And they both open next month. Theater Works opens with Raisin in the Sun, which is a famous American play. And Fine Arts Center opens with Shakespeare in Love. A lot of us remember that play. Oh, yes. And how I'm sorry, not the play, but the musical on TV. The film.
Yes.
The film.
Yeah.
So familiar work, new work, and also all over the map, things that happen on stages aren't necessarily plays. So we have an aerial company that does acrobatics. We have a magic theater in town. We have Simpit Showcase, which is a puppet theater. One of the only marionette theaters in the country is here in Old Colorado City. So remember that the theater scene is not only actors performing on stage, it can be a lot of different performing arts.
Wow. Okay, so are we looking at family-friendly? Are there some family-friendly ones,
Absolutely.
not just the marionettes?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think that our theater scene here in the Pikes Peak region is particularly strong in family theater and in kind of that wholesome all ages type of content. We have some theater companies that are dedicated to family theater, like Melodrama Art Theater, the Academy of Community Theater, the Simpit Showcase that I mentioned. Imagination Celebration presents theater companies from around the country that come in and perform for young audiences. And even if you're an adult, theater for young audiences can be surprisingly engaging. It's often interactive, and it's wonderful to see a show with multiple generations of your family.
Have you? Oh, I went to Seussical the Musical with my older daughter when she was much younger, and I almost started crying because she was having so much fun. It was so great to see. There's just a different energy in theater.
There is.
But sometimes it can be a little expensive on our budgets, right? And back to school, we've spent a lot of money. So are there some low-cost options for us out there?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, I would say that that's one of the things we have going for us here, is that our theater community really is quite affordable. You can often save with flash sales or with subscriptions and get more tickets for less money. And you'll find that there's even some spontaneous walk-up shows, in particular improv. So there's 5 improv companies that are in the region, and you can just walk up after dinner if you've had a great date and you want to go see something that'll make you laugh. Go to improv theater, and it's a lot like Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's interactive. You can shout out suggestions, and the actors incorporate it, and it's also an all ages and really affordable option.
I love it. All right, we only have 30 seconds left, but for people who want something a little bit more serious, we have a couple of melodrama theaters. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, in fact, I would say melodrama is not that it's serious, but it is, I wanted to mention it today because it's so distinct to where we are in the country. Melodrama has such a history in the American West, and we have 2 companies here, Iron Springs Chateau and Mountain Rep up in Cripple Creek, that are dedicated to melodrama. It's super interactive, it's got this wonderful vintage, cheeky feel, and it's also wonderful for all ages. So if you've never checked out melodrama, I would say go visit one of them, because you're experiencing a type of theater that is really has its roots right here in the West.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time this morning. And we can find that guide online, right?
That's right. 30 theater companies and links directly to them at peakradar.com/theater guide.
Wonderful. Well, for more information, like she said, go online to peakradar.com.